We are back again for some more NPC bot action, and today I'm going to be running Blackfathom Deeps. I just recently increased the mob health and damage of various elites pretty much by like 37% for damage and 20% for health. And a lot of that's just to compensate for the increased power creep that I have. Just in case you're not aware, this is a progressive realm. You can find more details in the description, but basically it takes you through each expansion. And yeah, so it'll be fun. Right now I'm just doing some testing. I'm trying to figure out a sweet spot for balancing. And I just did Stormwind Stockades, but I had my mic muted for the entire video, so that was fun. And then we're just gonna go ahead and do it. Alright, Blackfathom Deeps is a little bit longer. I do not have any quests for it currently, which is fine. I have my experience turned off. I like to do dungeons for fun and quests for leveling, and that's just so I can get a good feel for, I don't know, issues that might be needing some attention from me. Figure the more quests I can do, the easier it will be to spot bugs, and I always like doing dungeons, like every dungeon, whenever I am leveling up, at least once. Yeah. So, one question people tend to ask a lot is like, what's the difference between NPC bots and player bots? Well, there's a couple differences. So if you want PvP, player bots is the way to go. That might not be true in a year from now. I think there is some planned implementation to make NPC bots randomly queue for BGs with you. If you join a BG at the moment, yes, random bots will join with you as well, but it's not the same. So player bots will actually do scripted battleground actions. They will capture flags, they'll kill enemies if you're in Altaric Valley, etc. Yeah, so they also RP a lot more. What do I mean by RP? Well, they actually have dialogue. They'll use trade chat. They will populate the world, run around, do quests, dungeons, explore, etc. The NPC bots, on the other hand, are just basically glorified minions that you can control. They do work. They're basically players on a real level, in the sense that they're good players, but yeah, they don't have any of the RP elements that player bots does, basically. So they don't run around the world. I think Azeroth Core is getting, or is actually working on a player bots module currently, but it's apparently not that great. So there's that. Let's see, some other differences. Well, player bots you can probably control a lot more. NPC bots, basically I don't need to worry about buffing their threat or increasing their healing. I said NPC bots, right? Player bots, on the other hand, I do have to increase their tank threats. I do also have to increase the healer output, and modify resistances and a couple other things, because they're not very good at running away from things that are bad. They're also slower to respond to general commands. NPC bots you can't really control as much, but honestly, everything that you need an NPC bot can do. So let's say you needed one to move, to a location that was safe, you could actually make them do so. And that didn't work for some reason the first time. Maybe because I screwed up. But anyway, yeah, so that's useful for fights like therein. What else? What else do they do? You can assign individual targets to individual bots. So, if I talk to one of my DPS, for example, I can have them attack that target and have a different bot attack that target and that target and that target and so on, which is useful for fights like hiking Mulgore. What else? Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it.
Good fortune.
There are player bot modules, I think, for Sea Mangos, but they're not that great. Or not player bots, NPC bots. I know it gets confusing after a while. Player bots think actual players, NPC bots think minions. I do feel like the ability to do more content is definitely in the hands of NPC bots.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
But yeah. So it looks like if they switch in and out of combat, they will stop moving to the assigned location. So that's probably a good thing. But that makes it a lot easier for me to actually make pulls happen, so that's good. So I could do basically something like pull and then move behind another wall if I was fast enough to do that. But yeah. One of the features I would like to see is having bots move to a previous location that they were sent to. I think that would be useful. Some of that stuff you can do with player bots, but it's not working that great right now. Player bots is under development, but and so is NPC bots. It's just, I don't know. Strength stamina. Actually, that's a really good belt. I'm gonna go with that. And what do you have for a belt, Mr. Tank? Mrs. Tank, I guess.
The path of the light.
So yeah, they'll stay there until you make them move. Great. I'm gonna sell a bunch of crap. Murky is one of my favorite pets. I try to implement a Murky in each expansion that I do. What boss are you? Oh yeah, you're the Lady Naga boss. Alright, I forgot to make you follow, sorry. I was wondering why I was tanking. I may decrease the player bot healing. I think that would actually probably be a good idea, maybe by 40%. Right now it's decreased by 20%. Damage is also decreased by 20%. Health is still normal, but and they, you know, obviously they still do a lot of damage, right? So that just goes to show how awesome players they are. All right. Need some mana. Yeah, NPC bots don't add a whole lot of load to your server either. Player bots do. Sometimes it's difficult for me to do more than 1,000 player bots on my server and remain stable. I can do 3,500 at times. It just really depends on things, I guess. Sometimes it feels like, you know, having the more developed server for player bots where they're actually all leveled up and, or at least they're spread out evenly. That doesn't clog up the server as much, but when I restart and delete all my player bots and have them start over, that's when things get kind of laggy. It's really fun though because it creates sort of a fresh hype type situation. So it makes you feel like you're experiencing the fresh experience of a new server, which is really fun. Alright, and you can more or less pull with NPC bots. You can do it a lot better with player bots because you can position them more. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could do it with NPC bots too. It just doesn't seem like it's as easy, even though it probably is. Alright, what'd you drop for me? So yeah, as you can see, stuff got nerfed back to its original values to be in line with what things were like during that expansion. It's interesting that it can be slow fall when I'm swimming. The fall mechanic is probably associated with swimming. But yeah, it's funny because if I wholly leap off of like a building or something, and I have a priest in my group, they'll actually slow fall me. And they'll do it like 99% of the time. It's just the 1% of the time where you're like, oh no! But yeah. Ooh, offhand, Fire Frost. Too bad you don't have a main hand yet, Mr. Mage. Though that one will probably be better. And it got a 30 mana enchant on it. That's good. So yeah, the enchant system that I have, basically items get randomly enchanted whenever they drop, whenever you craft something. And the type of enchant that you get is dependent on the level. These are not enchants in the same sense as like regular enchanting, so you can actually enchant on top of them, if that makes any sense. Kind of like Diablo, right? Although I've never really played Diablo. For a second I was wondering if I had my breath settings turned off on the server, but nope. My shaman was kind enough to actually give me water breathing, which is something player bots will not do. So I feel like player bots are probably just not as aware of their surroundings and the situations that they're in. NPC bots can actually drink underwater, which is kind of funny. Player bots cannot. You know, at some point, like, immersion breaking just doesn't serve. So, like, not being immersion breaking just doesn't serve anyone. So, as much as I love player bots, I just wish that they were better at fighting. So I did do something similar with the mob health and damage on my other server. Although I probably have to decrease it for world bosses if I'm just going to be using bots. If players ever join, it's a different story. But yeah, it's not easy raiding with player bots. It's a lot easier raiding with NPC bots. I've cleared Nax with NPC bots, not Nax 40, just yeah. I've done a lot of Ulduar. It's really hard to get them to actually stand on like the mounds for Hodir, but you could create shirts for them to make them immune to the mechanic, I guess. Or at least immune to frost in general. which kind of trivializes the fight, but I mean, as long as you're still doing the mechanics, that's great. So a lot of times what I've noticed too is rather than targeting your bots for certain mechanics on fights, you get targeted every single time. Real players get targeted every time, which is kind of fun in some ways, because it keeps you on your toes. It means that you have to do the mechanics, so it kind of creates another layer of difficulty. I'm sure that causes problems on some fights, but I can't think of any. I think faction champions maybe. But I did TOC some, did some TOC with NPC bots, and that went fine. I did some heroic TOC with NPC bots, and that went fine as well. The last boss is really hard to just get them to not heal. You can just tell them to not do anything and send them a command to do that, but you have to send that to every single healer, and then you have to make them start again, stop again, start again. So some fights become very micromanagey when you're dealing with bots, to the point where you're not actually participating in the fight, you're just basically telling people what to do, which for some people I'm sure could be fun. For me, I try to just consolidate as much as I can in macros and put them in places that I'm actually going to use them. So, let's see, 1 resistance to everything. But yeah, I don't know, I'm really enjoying the Azeroth Core. I do kind of miss my old server, and I'm still playing on it, though I've kind of neglected it recently. I'll go back to it eventually. I usually get bored of one project and switch back to another project. It's kind of like a back and forth thing, right? So that's just my personality. The bane of my existence, really. It's part of the reason why I stayed in college for so freaking long. It's because I couldn't decide, oh, I like this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to get good at this. Don't do that, folks. Just like stick with something, figure it out, and then you can change directions once you graduated, because most people don't actually go into the field that they were intending to go into anyway. So finish school and then find a job and then switch jobs. But probably stick with the job for at least 3 years before moving on to the next. They say it's probably better to switch jobs every 3 years than to stick it out, just because you'll get paid more if you do that. They also say that people change jobs every 3 years and careers every 10, so don't expect to do the same thing for the rest of your life for the most part, unless you're a rare exception. So, I'll let you pull while I drink. Oh yeah, I was gonna equip that. That's a good Paladin thing. Try that one. Alright. So far, I think I'm okay with the damage that I just set for elites. Maybe could set it a little bit higher. Probably gonna keep normal mob damage the same, just because I really don't want to screw lower level players up. So right now I give noobs a Spirit of Zanza buff, so they have an increased stamina and spirit to actually be able to deal with harder mobs. You probably don't need it, but for classes like warriors, you definitely do. For mages, probably not so much. but it gets a little. It basically normalizes once you get to level 5 and you get some good gear. But yeah, the first few levels, it's just painful. So they get that buff. The starting zone has a 10-hour duration. Sorry, 10-hour. Yeah, the consumable has a 10-hour duration, so they can't use it forever. And the buff lasts 2 hours, so that's the thing. Let me move back before you pull random crap. Come on, move, 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 move. Sometimes I have to spam my commands, but that's okay. Just really excited bots that want to kill things. Player bots, you don't have to do that as much, but... And with player bots, you can also summon them to your location. Alright, looks like my healer's out of mana, so gotta do something. Thank you for sheeping that one. Man, my protection paladin is just slaying it. Yeah, so perfect play is a thing, so you won't actually see NPC bots mess up on their rotation a whole lot. I want to look at the code eventually. I know it's probably a priority system, but I know that there's also conditionals as well, so I'm pretty sure that mages will do their real rotation for fire or whatever. Like if they have an instant pyroblast cast, they'll use it. So yeah, and I think it's because the spell is actually called pyroblast with an exclamation mark. So that's probably on their priority list, and if they have that available, they use it. Let's kill the Oracle, I guess. I always forget how to use decursive. And then I remember, and then I feel foolish. Alright. Maybe if I stopped looting, do more damage. Axe Reef. You guys can attack again while I eat. Fine. I'm gonna do this.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
It's nice too because the tanks will actually stay in place pretty well, and they'll still pick up aggro from nearby targets without actually having to move too far. Like she didn't move that far there, right? I'm not sure what she's doing to hold aggro there, but probably taunting some, right? I'm really gonna be excited to do Naxxramas 40-man my player bots on a Wrath server. It'll be very interesting. I've done Onyxia with them before. Wasn't too bad. Player bots, it's like a nightmare because you have to try to get them to move out of breath, and if you suck at moving at that out of breath, then they're probably gonna die. Just have them do a follow command. Alright, let me heal you. I should probably give you that chest I got earlier. What do you think? Alright. So yeah, if you 3 spell power. That's not bad. That's a good paladin chest. Let's see, managed equipment chest. What is tree bark jacket? Where's that? Where is it? Tree bark jacket, where are you? Too much crap in my bags right now. I need to empty things out. Yeah, okay, that's garbage. Never mind. Don't care. Let's see. Did we get the rare boss? No. I did make an ability to track both herbs and minerals. I'm probably gonna do the same thing on my other server and get rid of treasure finding for dwarves. Instead, give them track herbs and minerals. The reason for that is I'm actually hiding a bunch of hidden chests throughout Azeroth, and I don't really want it to be easy. So, getting rid of treasure finding is one way to do that. If there's a locked chest and you have a rogue in your group, you can actually have them unlock it for you. Player bots, I don't know, usually just learn the spell for Arcanite Skeleton Key or whatever, and that helps me unlock everything that I want to. Look at that. That is an awesome staff. One of you guys is going to be very happy for that. Alright. Over 50 it goes to the priest, under 50 it goes to the mage. Alright, priest it is. Where'd you go? I'm blind. Wow, you're right on top of me. Alright. Main hand. Oh, what enchant did we get on that? Anyway, let's see. 1 to all resistance. And that is totally fine. I do not care. Oh, there's the rare. Alright, hold on. I'm just gonna pull back a bit because... Oops, did not mean to do that. That is okay. Oh, I thought I had Holy Leap up, but apparently I did not. That's okay. Cast on my priest friend for a minute. Alright, you're still staying back there because I told you to. Nice. So yeah, I have Shift E is follow, Shift D is stay. Stay and taunt, maybe. You are within range. Nope, okay. I will pull then. Holy Leap is useful in the sense that you can jump behind a corner rather easily. I guess you guys don't need to stay. Oops. Now I really should sit and drink more often. It's not like this is retail. MP5 and health regen has been nerfed as well, just to make it more vanilla and TVC-like. Great. So much crap. Alright. You guys can attack while I do other stuff. And let me see if I can do this while sitting. What do you think? Well, broke me out of my drink, but that's okay. So yeah, they'll stop halfway. It looks like if they are changing from in combat to out of combat. Wow, okay, Mr. Mage, it's your lucky day. Although I feel like I should swap those probably. Let's see, so Staff of the Friar, and then I don't even know Probably create a tank pulling macro too, if I'm using consistently the same tanks. Kind of fun moving them around though. It's like, yes, do as I say. Ha 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 ha. Can you reach it? Yep, great. So this pull macro just has them use Hand of Reckoning to pull. I'll probably switch it to Avenger's Shield or whatever at a later date when they get it. Okay, that camera bug is really annoying. It's not really a camera bug, it's like my mouse freaking out. Let's see. Okay, let's do a pull. How about that? I'm gonna try something. Alright, everyone stay here. Ugh, did it again. And you go here. Ah, of course. And then I will make you come back. Ah, of course. But that's how you can kind of LOS pull. You can probably use something that has a lower GCD. Any sort of destination spell works, so if you're a mage you can use like Flame Strike. Obviously that has cast time, so don't do that. You can use like an easy dynamite. In fact, I'm gonna try easy dynamite. Alright. You're supposed to be able to send everyone to one location if you target yourself, but I don't think that's working right now. I'm actually going to report that as a bug because it's supposed to work. Get that fixed. And then I would like to have the feature for them to move back to the previous location. I think that could be useful too, but okay, we're gonna do the water boss first, I think. So, nice thing about NPC bots is their pathing is more clear. Player bots will go around things, so if pathing is not great on the core that you are working with, like sea mangoes, they will just swim around the long way. Thank you for water breathing. Should probably use Judgment of Wisdom. What do you think? Yes. The answer is yes. You know, I love Paladin. I never understood the appeal, but after playing one on these private servers that I've been developing, it's been pretty good. Okay, so that's not fun. Oh man. Alright, someone's either gonna come down or go up. Would not normally be able to do that, but that's okay. You know, they barely changed pathing rules as well, so for NPCs apparently, so we'll see. how that plays out. Alright, tank is dead. So, note it to self to not swim too close to that. Probably set their follow distance to be a bit closer as well, so. Cool. And I do have a change that allows me to res at the beginning of the dungeon. If I make this a public realm for some reason, I probably won't make that a thing, because it could be abused, but I doubt this will ever be something than, you know, 24 people or whatever, so. Alright, I'm gonna fast forward here. Alright, so we're back. I wasn't aware that you could use Ghost Wolf indoors in Wrath. Maybe I was? I don't know. They've changed so many things to be available indoors and not indoors and whatever. Yeah. The other server, I have Ghost Wolf Potion. Basically, it allows you to turn into a Ghost Wolf for like 4 seconds. Kind of like Divine Steed, increasing your movement speed. It's a good escape potion. Alright, I guess I'm not close enough. So from what I remember, they don't engage in combat if they're sitting down, unless you tell them to. Because you're sitting down sort of situation. So if you're sitting down, then they're gonna sit down. But if they engage in combat, I don't know. Anyway. Another one of you. Okay, well, looks like you're both getting one of those. And that's gonna be junk.
Go in peace.
I feel like that wasn't a drop in vanilla. Let me make sure. Oh, so it had healing by up to 24. So sort of had it. But if you look at like the, let's see, Zul'Farrak staff. There's a staff in Zul'Farrak, whatever you want to call it, that basically pre-bis. I should watch out for those patrols, I guess, but I think I'll go underwater as soon as I get over there, but I don't know if my bots will go around a dumb way. I guess we'll find out. It's good to test things out, right? Oh, right. Patrol. Okay. If this ends in a wipe again, I will actually be careful. Let me do this. Oh, I didn't do anything. Hold on. There we go. Free up the healer a bit. Let's see. And I should probably put my Hand of Freedom on my action bars. I just like having disenchant there because, you know, handy and all that. Let's see. So the command to make them move lasts 30 seconds, so you have 30 seconds to basically tell them to go somewhere.
Good health. Long life. Need assistance?
Yes, you're in timeout. It's kind of funny. Ooh, two-handed. That one's for me, probably. Let's see. Yep, definitely better. Yeah, I don't like the one resistance to everything, but whatever. It's always good to have a wee bit of resistance. Well, and I need to increase my swords. That's okay. You have skills set to increase by 3. So, that's the thing. Sounded like one of my oh, yeah, sounded like someone died. Well, someone did die, but I'm talking about like one of my people. Alright, let's do something stupid and see what happens when I jump in the water. Will they go the smart way or the dumb way? Okay, they'll just go that way. Super smart way. IQ over 9,000. Not sure what not sure what quests I want to add yet. I'll probably add the Foe Reaper again. I will probably also do Billy Butcherson again. I also want to do some new things. I'm trying to think of pop culture references and place them in appropriate locations, or do appropriate events, you know. Wasn't there like a Night Elf Mohawk guy? Mr. T? That was during Wrath, right? Or was that Cataclysm? Alright. Let's get this boss over here. Don't know why I needed that, but okay. Let's see. Holy Leap is kind of fun to use in the water. I think I'm probably going to make disengage usable while out of combat. No one's going to be able to use that unless it has spell power on it. And it doesn't. Okay. Dang it. Okay, Murky, save me. So I haven't figured out, because I can actually buy things from the auction house on Murky, but I haven't figured out where the database is stored for auctioneers, because I can't sell things with Murky for some reason. I'll have to figure that out. If any of you guys in the comments know, please let me know. I'm playing on Azeroth Core. But yeah, basically the server keeps yelling at me saying not a known auctioneer kind of thing. Alright, let's do a stay button. I'll make you follow because you're gonna take. Don't you follow? Come on. Maybe I need to be in line of sight? I don't know. I kind of want to test that theory. Alright. Mr. Tank. Please come here, Mr. Tank. Okay, whatever. I am not going to be running from the beginning of the dungeon again. Just revive right here. Honestly, I should have just pulled back, but it became a chain reaction of pulling crap. So that's one thing you have to manage with your bots is pulling things back enough that they don't just run into other random stuff. That's just a common issue. Alright, let's do that. Oh, crap. Alrighty. See if I can actually get... Oh man, so much damage. See if I can LOS this Shadow Mage enough to just like leave me alone. Nope. This is actually really handy for that. Alright, let me get out of the way. It's also fun because I have Pursuit of Justice. Come at me, bro. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Alright, I got lifeblood left. Got... Lay on hands. Which I should probably use. Dang it. I need mana, dude. Oh, come on. Okay. Bind plea. Cool, we're good. Oh my word. And, you know, it would be probably a good idea to give Holy Leap like a walk on water effect. Because, I mean, it makes sense, right? Jesus walked on water, Paladins, you're holy. Just makes sense. Alright, res yourselves already. Getting kind of late, man. Alright, not that same stupid mistake again. You are staying. And I am gonna pull. You know, I've been meaning to create some more like beginner-friendly guides to WoW, because those two videos I did actually did pretty good. But I also really need to start doing more development type videos. Let me make sure that my kid's not crying. Okay, I think we're safe. So, usually he starts waking up in the middle of the night around this time, wanting food. Thanks. There we go. Alright, let me see if I can pull that. Oh my word. Come on. Ah, did I miss? That is lame. Okay. follow enough, just stay otherwise. Alright. Let me just... See, this is perfect. Whatever. Okay, whatever. That almost looked like an LOS pull. That's kind of funny. Out of line of sight apparently. Alright, let me sit and eat. Pull. We'll just pull that side. Unless these guys come back sooner. Yeah, let's just do that. F. Cool. We are almost done with the dungeon. So, the staff that drops from this boss is an upgradable item on my server if you have enough prestige coins. Yeah. I always change my bindings, key bindings a little bit for every expansion I play. I don't know why. It's never consistent. Well, there's a few things that are consistent, but it's like always changing something. Alright, boss time. Let's do it. Just gonna get you to go over yonder. It's funny that you went right through the wall. Man, it's so dumb how much damage my tank does. That's exactly the staff I'm talking about, which is useless compared to the other ones. See, this is why I keep disenchant on my action bars. Alright. Let's do 2 at a time. Because I'm feeling dangerous. That's probably stupid. Well, guess what I'm not doing next time. Oh. Nope. Okay, so lesson learned, and I think my scaling's about right. I really do. It's always hard to tell with bots because I don't know. Unless you're tanking, it's hard to tell how much damage you're really taking. I mean, my priest does a really good job of keeping them up, but yeah. Alright, let's do... some of that. Well, I feel like the rest of them should pull too. I might want to increase the aggro range on those. Alright. Noted. I don't know why I did that. Hold on. Like seal of command is so stupidly OP. Yeah. Definitely the scaling I wanted to see. Alright, cool. Let me drink some water. Alright, let's do one at a time. Oh, those are easy. Alright, alright. He's also hit hard though. Let's see. So 4 horsemen with bots, super fun. Super doable. But yeah. I think that's actually probably one of my funner fights with bots. And I don't know. I have issues with who is it next? Let's see. What's his name? Positive, negative. Yeah, Thaddeus guy. So Thaddeus, I have issues with splitting up my groups, getting them to DPS things down evenly. But I think I figured it out. I just need I need to be on top of switching the raid markers for when there's a shift. That way the tanks don't try to run back the other way. Although a stay function will probably do the same thing. So I don't really need to do markers for tanks on that fight. I might just disable them. I just hate having to log out and change the configs. So, 'cause you're not going to be able to do that. Well, I mean, I guess I can make some... I could probably make a hook in Lua to change that, but... how do I change it to make it so it's not server-wide? Whatever, doesn't matter. Yeah, so that fight will probably just take a combination of 2 macros. Well, 3, I guess. 4? I don't know. Anyway, one of them will be to maybe change the markers for the 2 ads, and one of them will be to tell one group to stop DPSing and to start again. So I guess that would be start, stop, and then whatever. I'm just thinking ahead. Alrighty. There's certain fights that I'm just not worried about though. Like the first boss, the AQ40, not worried about it, because the tanks will pick them up pretty quick. The ads. I am worried about... I'm not really worried about Twin Emperors either. I'll probably just have one Paladin tank on each side and a Warrior tank too. Just, you know, unless Paladin abilities. I don't know what I'll do there. I'll have to wait and see, but I think that'll work. Just a Paladin and a Warrior on each side. And then I'll have another tank just picking up some of the random ads. Okay, you're gonna die. Let's not die. I don't want to run back. What are you getting stunned from? Is it the seal? Oh, it's probably the seal. The stun steel. Yeah, I knew it. Cool. Well, that is a Blackfathom Deeps run. Oh, nice. 3 resistance to everything. Let me give that to my shaman. Because they wear leather right now. Yeah, Hostage, why are you not showing up? That's because you're my Paladin bot, you're not my shaman bot.
Good fortune.
Why is this not showing up, guys? Oh, it's because it's level 26. Okay. Well, at level 26 you can have that belt. And yeah, so that's really it for this video. I'm going to be doing more dungeons. I'll probably do some live streams as well, so if you're interested in seeing more with player bots, we'd love to have you on the stream. Alrighty, we will see you later.